I have ALS. If you don't know what that is, it means my motor neurons are dying. There's no cure for what I'm experiencing. I'm not a fan. Before I go on, I should tell you that my breathing isn't great and my tongue is affected, so I can't speak as well as I would like. So please bear with me. And Kanye. About 3 years ago, I started having problems with this hand. I was dropping things a lot. Didn't really think much of it at the time, but when I couldn't use a nail clipper anymore, that got my attention. So that started about a 2-year period of looking for answers and not finding any. Nobody brought up ALS for quite a while, but I'm a doctor, and I knew that it was a possibility, so I did tons of reading, frantically, trying to find an alternate explanation. But early last year, somebody finally said it out loud. This looks like it might be ALS. It was still uncertain, and for a while, there was some reason for hope that it might not be. But about a year ago, I was diagnosed. Have you ever had the experience of hearing about somebody that you know who's died suddenly? That's kind of what it was like for me. Even if it wasn't unforeseen, it was still a shock. I moved into this mental state where I couldn't stop thinking about myself, trapped inside my own body, which is realistic. Things became a lot more difficult for me after that because there wasn't anything to do about it. I can't stop what's happening. Seemed like the end. Oddly enough, though, after I got diagnosed, the rest of my life didn't vanish. Everything that was in my life before was still there after. So I realized I couldn't just curl up in a corner. Although I must confess, part of me wanted to, as a protest, sort of like holding my breath until I get my way. So, where am I now? Well, you can probably hear that I do not breathe well. I'm sitting down for a reason. Things that used to be easy for me are hard, but I am thrilled that I'm above average in the world of ALS. Give me a C+, okay? Now, there are a lot of things that I can no longer expect from life. A lot of things I've looked forward to are not going to happen for me. #fail. On the other hand, I'm still working. I see my friends all the time. My wife and I laugh a lot. And I really enjoy my kids. Aren't they cute? So originally, I didn't really want to do Ignite because I thought I was going to be expected to talk about how ALS has enriched my life or some crap like that. I'm not enriched. What I've learned mostly is that ALS sucks, okay? But I've also been amazed at the kindness that people have shown me over and over again. When you're facing death, any achievements you may have had become a lot less important than the connections you've made with other people. And I'm not the only one in this room facing death, so please think hard about this one. I'm going to tell you, you might be surprised at what you can cope with when you're finally facing it for real. You might be surprised. So I think the most important thing that I would like to share with you tonight, and what I've learned from ALS, is that when bad things happen to you, live anyway.